Alright guys, so we're getting there. In the last video we implemented user accounts as well as media methods. Now I want to show you how we can publish and subscribe certain parts of the database. Alright, so in the last section we disabled the insecure package. In this section we have to do something very similar. We have to disable the auto publish package. So we're going to say media remove auto publish. Alright, so let's go ahead and restart the app. And if we go and reload, everything's gone. Okay, it's all gone. Because without auto publish, we have to specify exactly what we want the user to be able to see. So let's go to the JavaScript, and down at the bottom we're going to need our is server. So we're going to say if media dot is server, then we're going to say media dot publish to-dos, and put in our function, and then we'll say return to-dos dot find. Alright, and then in the client, actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my server stuff above the media methods, because the media methods are accessible to both. Alright, so now that we have that in the is client, we're going to go ahead and subscribe to the task, to the to-dos. Okay, so to do that, we'll say media dot subscribe, and that's going to be to-dos. Alright, so if we save that, go to our application. Okay, looks like we have an issue here. Has no method publish. Oh, I put a capital P. This should actually be lowercase. Same thing with subscribe. Alright. And in the media published, this should be capital. So return to-dos dot find. There we go. So now we have them back because we published them and we subscribed to them. Now what I want to do is I want only the logged in user to be able to see and edit their own tasks. So what I'm going to do before we actually do that is sign out, and I'm going to create another account as another user. Let's say John. Okay, so now you can see we're logged in as John, but I can still see Brad's tasks and I can edit them. So we're going to make it so that when you're logged in, you're only going to see your own to-dos. Alright, you're also not going to be able to edit other people's, because right now I can check off Brad's to-dos even though I'm logged in as John. So let's fix that. If we go to our set checked function right here, let's go ahead and bring in the to-do. So we're going to say variable to-do is equal to to-dos dot find one, and we'll stick in the to-do ID. Okay, so we can focus on the one that's being checked. Now I'm just going to throw in a conditional. So we're going to say if to-do dot owner is not equal to meteor dot user ID, then we're going to throw an error. We're going to throw new meteor dot error, and we'll say not authorized. Okay, so let's save that and then go back and we'll try to check. Actually, that's, well, you see that the actual checkbox is checking, but it's not labeling it. If I reload, it's gone. All right, so we're not able to actually check them off physically in the checkbox. Yes, but it really doesn't matter because we're going to make it so that these don't even show up. But as a secondary measure, if they could somehow show up, we don't want them to be able to be marked. All right, now for the delete, we're going to do the same thing. If we go to our delete to do, I'm just going to actually copy this and paste that in and save. Okay, so if I try to delete one of these, it's not going to go anywhere. All right, if I put one of my to-dos in, well, I guess that's not working either, is it? Huh. All right, so let me just check something here. So we have test, username John, user ID. Oh, we used owner. We used user ID, not owner. So we just need to change this to do dot user ID should equal meteor dot user ID. Same thing right here. Sorry, right here. All right, so we'll save that. And now test goes away. Let's click someone else's and it doesn't. All right, so that's what we want. Finally, we don't even want these to show up because these aren't our tasks. So let's go down to, or up to here. We want to do this on the server side. All we have to do is go inside of this, the find parameters, and put in user ID should equal this dot user ID. Save that. Okay, now you can see we don't have anything here, and let's say my new to do, and there it is. Okay, since it's ours, we can see it. Now if we log out, okay, so if we log out, we're only seeing Brad's for some reason. Oh, you know what it is? That's being, this is true even if we're logged out. So let's do this. Let's say if we're not logged in, so if we're not logged in, then we'll be able to see everybody's because there's no way to actually change them. They're public. And if you want, you don't have to have it like that, of course. You can have it so that if you're not logged in, you don't see any at all. That's fine too, but I just want to make it so if we can't edit them, then they'll be public. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, since we're on the server, then we want to use this dot user ID without the parentheses. I'm sorry, without the It should only be like this. Yeah, so if not this dot user ID, let's try that. All right, so they're all public now because we're not logged in and we can't change them. Now, if we log in, all right, so now we can only see the to-dos that are John's. All right, so that's exactly what we want. And we should be able to check this off. We should be able to delete it. All right. So like I said, you don't have to have this. You could just have something here that says, please log in to see your to-dos or something like that. All right, but I just wanted to show you a way we could just display them publicly without being able to edit them. So that's it. In the next video, I want to just go over deploying an app. I'm not going to do this with every single application we build. I'm not going to go through the whole thing of deploying it, but I'll show you how to do it using Meteor.com, and I think it's Meteor.com. It's one of their services where you can just push to their server, and you can actually link up your own domain name, or if you want. All right, so we'll get into that next.